What's up? This is a new segment of Dave's Cooking Show. It's more like the evolution of a recipe rather than anything else. I got this idea to make this from watching Epic Mealtime. They were showing everyone how to make a poutine. We don't have these in America. I don't know what the fuck it was. Or at least I've never seen one. So anyway, I thought it looked awesome. And I'm going to steal it. And I'm going to make it American. I'm going to make the great American poutine. So, sorry Canada, I'm stealing it. And to those of you French Canadians who are really pissed off, well, you're really going to be pissed off at me when I mention to you that you're not French Canadian. There is no such thing. You are Canadian. I don't give a rat's ass if in Quebec you speak mostly French. You are not French Canadian. You are fucking Canadian. Alright, let's start building this poutine. First thing you want to do is get a package of fries. I'm using some waffle fries because this is my American poutine. Into the 400-degree oven, or set the oven to whatever your package of frozen French fried potatoes says. Alright, next step. Then you want to add just a little bit more than a bottle of beer and get that heating up nicely. Alright, next step. Alright, then in a pan, start browning up some wonderful, wonderful ground beef for this American poutine. Time to get our packet of sausage gravy in that beer. Yes, I know I'm not making the gravy from scratch, but it's junk food, so if you think I'm cheating, fine. Dial my complaint line, 1-800-FUCK-YOU. And finally, because everything's made better by it, get yourself about a pound of bacon in that pan. Alright, let's start assembling this motherfucker. Alright, as your base, you all know, is the waffle fries. Add all the waffles to the bottom of the bowl. Now, I'm sure there's some fucking Canadian out there, or worse, French Canadian, going, oh, you stupid, fat, fucking, dipshitted, dim-witted American. That isn't how you make a fucking poutine, you piece of shit. Well, this isn't your Canadian poutine. This is my poutine, and my version of a poutine. And guess what? I've got a ton more ideas to squirrel around with. So yeah, expect me to make a whole fucking lot of poutine videos in the future. And now, add that wonderful brown ground beef. Gotta love beef. And kind of give it a good shake, kind of incorporate it all around so it isn't just a solid layer. And of course, the thing that makes any ingredient to any dish better, bacon. And then knock the fucking camera to the side so you can barely see me adding my cubes of mozzarella cheese. But, fuck it, that's alright. And then, finally, just because I like it, top that motherfucker off with more bacon. And finally, the very, very last step. Take that pot of that beer sausage gravy and pour that motherfucker over the whole damn thing. And that is my attempt at poutine. Did you catch my mistake? Alright, so if you didn't see my little mistake, where I really fucked the dish up, what's this? To be honest, what happened was the bacon took longer than what I thought. Typical fuck up, but they happen to everybody every day. And it really kind of fucked the dish beyond belief. There was just this nasty beer aftertaste because I kept adding beer instead of adding what I should have added, which was water. But, you know, what the fuck. It's the first time I've ever made poutine, so give myself a grade of a big old D+. Because all the rest of the dish was tasty. It was that one motherfucking thing. That one goddamn thing. That fucking gravy. But that gravy was enough to kill the whole dish. If I would have been served that in a restaurant, I'd have demanded my money back. I mean, it wasn't gross, but it wasn't pleasant. Feel free to make the recipe for yourself and tell me if you think I'm being too hard on myself or if I should have even given myself a worse grade. like a big fat F, but because I was my first time making it and I never made it before and I wanted to improve on it, and I didn't bother to make the base, which is what I should have done, another mistake, I gave myself a D+. But I'm not going to stop until I can get my Poutine up to at least an A-. And this is just the first one. I'm going to make another one in a couple of days. So, yeah. Because I want my country, the good old US of A, to have a Poutine that we can be proud to have. Because guess what? America, fuck yeah!